Where's the best place for this microphone? Are they only on the one hand? No, they're on both. This hand is cut a little shorter, and I forget why. Kira is actually writing a song right now, so that, like, a really long song, so that I can play it in the background. It, like, instantly threw me in the game. I'm not sure about that. No, it's okay. It's the holidays.
No, but...
Her dad is a CGI artist, does, like, commercial... Yeah, does, like, commercial renderings and things like that. The blue ink doesn't really show up on this wood panel, but I'm using it nonetheless. It looks black on this panel. Like I said before, I'm like a hobbyist when it comes to that, but I've been like playing with Blender since I was in college, so it's been a while to think of that as like a generational thing that you can like pass down and talk about with your kids. My GameCube came with a Zelda pack of like 4 or 5 games, and I played all of them with my brother, and he beat all of them before me, and Pokemon. I think his GameCube still works, so I'm not going to ask for it back from him, but we have a Wii here. Like, the only time I played like an N64 was when my brother was in college, which he was in college at like the end of the 90s, so it was like, that was the type, it wasn't like a retro thing for them. It was like, oh, I brought my PlayStation or N64 from high school to my college dorm. The pen draws surprisingly well on top of the oil pastel, like this kind of scribble mark. Do I currently play any games? Yeah, I play a lot of video games. More so now that it's not the semester. I was playing a little bit of Destiny, and I play way too much Apex. This is a pigment liner, which is like, it's just like a generic pen from somewhere. I don't know. I found it at my house where I grew up. I found like a bag of these. And then I use Pilot pens almost like religiously. These ones, you can get them at like any store, and they're just like kind of little felt tip. They're really nice for searching lines and things like that. I used to only draw with mechanical pencils because I do a lot of like, I was really into silver point, which is this process where you put a hard ground down on the panel or like whatever you're working on. You put like it's a gesso mixed with like marble dust or something, or you could use rabbit skin glue mixed with bone to go super traditional. And then you take a piece of silver, which you could even use like an earring or something, and you can draw with that. If I can switch to just this tool, then I'm like, oh sweet, this cuts all my mixing time, my tool choice time in half. That's not a bad price for a desk too. How tall is it? It's 55 inches. The problem is I like my standing desk too much. I mean, I'm sitting right now, so it's funny that it's a standing desk. But I have a bar stool because I love having bar stools in my studio. Yeah, that's the thing I love about art and art communities is like you can, your teachers become your friends and peers, and like staying in touch with like people who care about your work, because like your teachers all care about your work, unless they're a bad teacher. Like the oil paint and the oil pastel is just like a very different color relationship because it receives light differently, which sometimes on the stream I feel like a broken record when I'm talking about my art, because there are just so many concepts that will always show up every single image that I make.